What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the packaging that the Serpent Elevate came in. It's gunmetal. It's a collaboration between Watofo and Suck My Mod. So yeah, here it is. The sweet packaging. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside that packaging. Of course, inside that packaging you're going to get your Serpent Elevate RTA, 2 framed staple Claptons, 2 pieces of provided cotton, a baggie of O-rings, and some spare screws, a flathead screwdriver, and an Allen key tool. You get this coily tool, 4.5 milliliter glass tube, a spare 810 drip tip, and you get a 510 drip tip adapter. And last but not least, a warranty card. Alrighty guys, so the Serpent Elevate is a 24 millimeter device. It's about 48 millimeters in length. You do get a gold plated 510 connection at the bottom here. You can see Watofo, Serpent Elevate, and you got your snake right there. You can see your peak insulator. The threads are very nice. Like I said, this is the gunmetal. It's going to come in 6 color options. You're going to get black, blue, gold, gunmetal, rainbow, and stainless steel. So the provided glass tube here, it is a 3.5 milliliter straight glass. The spare that they give you is 4.5. I will be putting that on. It is a threaded top fill system with this awesome snakeskin, very grippy airflow control, and it does have hard stops on each side. It's got a good amount of resistance to it as well. Yeah, so like I said, you can see the branding at the bottom there. There is branding there on the inside on that chamber and right there. It is an 810 drip tip. It comes with a spare 810 drip tip, and it comes with a 510 drip tip adapter. Like I said, threaded top fill, so we're just going to unscrew that there, and you can get a look inside here. It does have 2 of these slots here, so you're going to have good flow of your juice and a good airflow. It is indented, if that's what you'd like to call it, so if you do overfill, or if you're just kind of sloppy with your filling, it's very nice that is indented because it will just flow in one of the slots. Let's take a look at this top section here. So yeah, you got your drip tip. I'm not going to try and pull that out. Well, actually, it looks like it's pretty easy. Nice, so that one came out easy. Usually they're pretty rough taken out. So that's your 810. Here's a look at your inside there. Very clean. This gunmetal is very clean. I like that a lot. The other colors looked really nice too. I only have the gunmetal, so we'll pop that back in. That's a cool resin tip there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the rest of it. Showed you that this airflow ring does come off. So that does come off, and you can see your two airflow slots there. Like I said, you do have one on each side. Let's go ahead and we'll unscrew this if we can here. Alright, so we went ahead and took that apart here. So there's your inside chamber. You can get a good look at that if the lighting is working with us here. So yeah, very clean chamber. A lot of fingerprints. Sorry about that. But like I said earlier, you get your branding on each side here. Gives you a good look at this chamber section. Here is your straight glass. We won't be putting that back on, but there's that. And here is the build deck. This build deck is a postless quad terminal build deck, single coil design. Got your hex heads on each side here, and you can see you got your airflow right here on this side. Same on the other side here, right there. And then it's gonna come in. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but you got a little hole here. And then down in there you got another one, and that's going to be the same on this side as well. Got your upper hole and then a lower one. Like I said, 2 hex head screws, single coil design, quad. So we'll get into that, and then I'll show you how you're going to wick it down through these slots here on each side. So we went ahead and put our Serpent Elevate on the Vaporesso Lux. I'll give you a better look at that later on. So yeah, I went ahead and loosened a couple of our screws there, one on this side and one on this other side here. So then set that aside for a second, and then we got our provided we got our provided coil on our coily tool here, and we're going to go ahead and we'll snip those, snip our leads. Alright, so we're going to just put our coil right in there. I'm going to hold it down, hold it right down. We're going to grab our Allen key tool here, go ahead and we're going to tighten that down. Same thing on the other side there. So once you get your coil in there, you are going to want to give it a few pulses. So I'm going to just pulse at 35, and you know, if you're going to strum, just make sure you're not strumming while you're pulsing. We're going to use a provided cotton, so we're just going to go ahead, put that right in, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to get one side, you know, the way I want it, and then I will snip the excess from the other side. So we're going to thin it out a little bit, and then we're just going to take it and tuck it in, and you just don't want it to be too congested in there. So take off some of that excess, and then we're just going to tuck it in right there. Get it tucked in there, and then we're going to just you can use your tweezers if you want to check after, but we're just going to check and make sure that it's not overly tight in there. So if we can get it down in the nice slot that's there, get it down in your slot without your tweezers. These tweezers, the end of them is bent off to the sides, you can see, so it looks like it wants to pull some back out. So we got it tucked in there. You can see it's not too far in there, as long as it's just touching the bottom, it's not overly congested. So then we're going to take our other side. We're going to kind of, you know, give a guess as to how our length, so it'll go into that slot. Same thing, we'll thin it out a little bit, and then we're just going to tuck it right in. So thin it out a little bit, pull off some of that excess if we need to. Yep, so we'll pull off some of that. And then we're just going to tuck it in. It looks like I might have to trim it just a little bit more, but with a lot of RTAs, you know, it always depends on your wicking, how the quality of your vape's going to be. If it's you know, overly wicked and too tight, you know, it's not going to wick up. You're going to get dry hits, and if it's too loose, you're going to have issues on that end. So it's going to take some practice. I'm obviously not the best. I don't do this on camera often. So this is just going to try and, you know, help anybody. If you're a professional, you know, you can skip right past this part. Yeah, so there we go. Wicked up on both sides there. We're going to juice it. We've already pulsed it, so we're good to go there. You can see the coil is a little stretched out from putting the cotton through and pulling it, but I'm not too worried about that. So we're going to be using some of this blueberry lemonade by Fruit Pop, and we're just going to juice this up. And grab some more here, and I'm going to hold it sideways. We're going to juice the sides of the cotton a little bit if we can, without getting it everywhere, hopefully. Same thing on the other side. Something like that. And then gonna give it a few pulses once our mod turns on here. Probably heard that vibrate from the Vaporesso. Oh yeah, a little bit of that action. So we got our 4.5 bubble glass on. Gonna just put it back on here. We're gonna thread it. Something like that. Then I'm gonna put the airflow control ring back on. I took it off because it kind of fell off, so I'm gonna put that back on quickly. Just gonna fill this tank up. I'll fast forward through that. Alright, so we'll thread our top cap back on. She'll thread, and there you go. There's a look at the Serpent Elevate sitting on the Vaporesso Luxe. We're going to go back up top, and we'll give it a vape. What's up? So we are back up top. Serpent Elevate sitting on the Vaporesso Green Ape. This thing is awesome. We're rocking some blueberry lemonade by Fruit Pop. can't get enough of that. So yeah, so that we got 50 watts. This build, the single coil that's in here that was provided is reading 0.27. 50 watts, got the airflow wide open on both sides there. You can see that wide open. Let's give it a vape. We'll dive right into the pros and cons. Pros, love the design, love the finish. If I love the build deck design is basically what I'm getting at. I mean, I love the finish as far as like the colors go. Like I love the way it looks. I love the snake skin, and then plus it's wicked grippy on the airflow control. It's cool that they give you the bubble glass. You get a spare drip tip. You get a 510 drip tip adapter. The price on this is, I'm seeing anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks depending on the website. They always have sales and whatnot. The flavor I'm getting off of this is awesome at a low wattage. Of course, that's gonna vary on your the viscosity of your liquid, what your build's reading, all that good stuff. The only con that I'd have to go with is probably just the fact, but I mean, like, that's all RT is. I was gonna say probably just the fact that, like, the wicking, but like the wicking, like, that's user error. Like you saw on camera, like I was struggling a little bit. I don't build on camera a lot, but literally the wicking is gonna make it or break it on this. Sorry about the road, a lot of road noise. But yeah, so 30-40 bucks, RTA, 4.5 milliliter capacity. Yeah, I like it a lot. Serpent Elevate, cool, flavorful. It is a restricted, it's somewhat restricted as you give it a vape, you know. The only other thing that I can come up with is probably just that the airflow is kind of loud as you're you know, as you're taking your hit. The airflow is loud, but besides that, yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned everything that I can remember about this. Great job with Tofo. Suck my mod. This thing is awesome, and I'm gonna enjoy it for a while. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Give me your 2 cents. Throw it down in the comment. I'll be glad to take a look. I like feedback. You know, I'm trying to make these videos better. I'm still plenty of things I got to improve on. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you like it, go ahead and give it a like. You know, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and turn on that bell so you can get notified every time I put a video up. Kind of all over the place right now, but I try and do 2 or 3 videos a week. And yeah, until the next one, guys.